They are two of the game's hottest young prospects, Jake and Tom Trbojevic, the $5 million men. Born and bred on Sydney's northern beaches, this dynamic duo are Manly's next generation, set to soar to new heights at both club and representative level. At just 23 years of age, Jake has already captained the Seagulls and debuted for the Kangaroos, whilst explosive younger brother Tom underwent off-season surgery and shapes as being even fitter and faster for the season ahead. Tonight, Jake and Tom Trbojevic join me one-on-one. Jake, Tom, thanks for coming in. I know that you guys are in demand, so we appreciate that. For a one-on-two to kick us off this season. Now, Trbojevic is not necessarily Smith. What's your heritage?
Yeah, we're actually got a bit of Serbian and Croatian, yes. That comes from my dad's side, and yeah, our mum's Australian, so we've had some people have had some troubles, pronouncing our names growing up, but yeah, we love it. All right,
you're two of four brothers who have a lot of athletic ability. Do you inherit that from your parents, John and Melissa?
Yeah, I think so. My dad, growing up, he didn't really play too much sport, but then when he got a bit older, he played a bit of footy and a bit of cricket and AFL, all that sort of stuff. And yeah, mum was into her sports too, so yeah, we probably get that from our parents, yeah.
Oh, you've had very different off-seasons, although there was a little bit of surgery for both of you. More serious for you, Tommy. What exactly did you have done?
I had two tight ropes put in my ankle just to hold the two ankle bones together. So got that done in September, and that's been going well so far. And been holding up really good, so hopefully it just stays that way throughout the year.
Now, that was an injury you picked up fairly early on. I think it might have gone back to Anzac Day against Newcastle. Yep. How much did it hinder you last season?
It didn't hinder me too much. It would just often pull up sore after games, and I'll have to miss training due to that reason, and just a lot of, I guess I had to keep a lot of time off it. And so it wasn't actually too bad, but at the end of the year, the doc and the physio thought it'd be a good idea to just get it fixed up and just have no future problems with it.
All right. Well, we all know that you were part of Australia's successful Four Nations tour. Congratulations on that. You got a call up after Josh Papali pulled out. How did you receive the news?
I actually just finished playing golf at Monavale, and Gareth Holmes, he was the manager for the Australian team. He's actually now the manager for Manly. He's working at Manly now. He rang to tell me, and I was pretty excited, pretty pumped up, and told all the family, and they were stoked. It was a really proud moment, and just looking back, probably something I'll never forget.
Can you take us inside your body and the emotions? You're standing in the north of England, the national anthem is about to play, you're about to make your test debut against Scotland. Tell us about that.
It was obviously very surreal, something I really didn't expect. Just sort of loved playing for Manly each week, and then to get to play for my country was just, it was unbelievable, It's sort of something you dream as a kid, and to get to do it was awesome. And then my parents actually came over to watch, so, it made it even more special. And the calibre of players we got to play with, it was just really surreal, and yeah, just an experience, that I'll always cherish.
Got to try in your first game for the Green and Gold as well. A little bit of Trent Merrin footwork helped you out there. You mentioned your folks were there. Who were in the crowd that are close to you?
Yeah, well, my mum and dad and one of our close friends, her name's Eliza, she was over in England, so she went with my parents, and they watched, and I think my nan and all my brothers were at home watching on the TV, so and all my friends, so it was it was good to have them over there. They were very proud, and it was just great to see them over there, and just really enjoyed the experience. I think they had a great time, not only at the game, but just over in England. They hadn't really been over there before, so experiencing that was awesome for them.
Tom, your time will undoubtedly come, but even at this stage, a lot has happened to you both in a short period of time. Have you, the expectation and the exposure, has that ever been difficult to handle at all?
Not really, to be honest. Look, I guess in this day of age, the media is a very big thing in our game, and look, you do get a lot of exposure, but the way I've been brought up and by my mum and dad, it's just, I guess, try and keep a level head, and you don't really get too much into it, and so it hasn't been too bad.
It does appear as though Brett Stewart is on the verge of retirement. We know that through the insurance compensation that the club were looking for. How do you feel about stepping into his boots?
It's obviously very big boots to fill. He's one of the best fullbacks ever represent Manly and play this game. So it's a challenge for myself. I do enjoy playing fullback the most, and I'm really looking forward to get an opportunity to play there, and just hope I can do a job for the team, and we can just win a few games.
Was playing on the wing a fair bit last season helpful to make that transition, do you think?
I think it was. I never really played wing, and just I got the opportunity to play that and learn a few things, and I think that's actually helped my game. Just I know how to take the ball out of yardage and stuff, and it's just been helpful for me, and I think I've learned a lot from that, and just trying to, I guess, understand the game we play because we know how hard it is. So I think it was very helpful.
Jake, you're a rarity. In my opinion, you're the only forward in our game who can consistently and effectively tackle low. So much of the defence these days is holding players up. That's not your go. Because the game is like that, has there ever been any need to change that or any pressure to do so?
I'm not too sure. Just sort of growing up, playing for the Motivale Raiders, I was always taught to tackle low. Our coach, Steve Wilson, that's just the way he taught me to tackle, and something I really enjoyed doing. But in the modern game, it's probably not the most effective way, but I've always enjoyed doing it, and the coaches have always encouraged me to, do what feels best, and I'm just going to try and keep sticking at it and, see what happens.
Do you think that's the real strength in your game?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, just love getting out there each week and doing my best, but that is probably one of my strengths, yeah.
A lot of changes at the club of late. No Jamie Lyon this year. It appears as though Steve Maddai and Brett Stewart won't be there as well. So is there a different feel preparing for this season to the last couple?
Yeah, there is certainly a different feel. Obviously, those players have been such great players for our club. They've all played, I think, over 200 games. They've both won 2 premierships, or the ball won 2 premierships, and they've been a monumental part of Manly's success. And to not have them anymore, it's a bit different and a different feel. But in saying that, we're all very confident that we can bring back Manly to be a successful club, and that's what we'll be looking to do.
Last year, your coach was a rookie first-year coach. Have you noticed anything different about Trent Barrett coming into this season?
Oh, I thought he had a great, first year last year. Obviously, as a coach, you get judged by your results, and people were judging him on the way we were playing. But as a playing group, we were fully behind him. I thought he did a really good job as a first-year coach, and he's really relatable as a player. We get on well with him. He's real honest, so I think he's going to have a great, second year, and I hope we can, put the results on the board so that people can see that he is a good coach, because we know that, and just sometimes you get judged by the way the team's playing, and there was some bad circumstances with injuries and whatnot, and we lost a few close games which we really could have won last year. So I hope we can have a real good start to the year and a real good season, for him and for the team and the club. Yeah.
You're both going to be at the club till at least the end of 2020. You've just extended your contracts. How much of a consideration was your decision making in relation to each other?
Well, look, we both love playing with each other, and we both love playing at Manly. So when it came down to it, it was quite easy. We're both local juniors, so to stay around the area and stay with our family, it was quite easy for us. But in saying that, we both love playing with each other, and that's something that we'll be looking forward to do for the next 4 years. So it should be good.
You keep saying us and we. Do you agree with all of that, do you?
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah.
All right, spot quiz. Who's the bigger mummy's boy?
Probably Tom.
Yeah, Mum likes me better, so I'll say that.
Who's got the worst temper?
Jake.
That was quick.
Dead set you have a normal conversation, he would look like he's yelling at you. That's how he's just always angry.
All right, you're obviously very close, but there's got to be one thing at least, that bugs you about the other. What would that be when it comes to Jake?
There's more than one thing, but one I would have to say is that he's ridiculously early to everything. So we'll go to train and say we're starting at 8. He'll say we need to leave at 7:10 and it's 10 minutes away. Which I've come to agree with now, but so I've got my head we're leaving at 7:10, but then he'll come into your room at 6:30 and wake you up saying we need to go in 10 minutes. So it's just like, it's ridiculous. You end up getting there an hour early.
That's something that really irks you, doesn't it? You've taken us through the time from the word go all the way through.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's every morning as well, so, but at least we're there early.
Yeah, you'll never be late.
It's good being early.
What about Tommy? That's
probably the opposite, He's always so laid back and late, like, I want to get there early, that sort of thing, and, it annoys me that he's so cruisy, but also another thing is, he gets all the limelight and he carries on a little bit, so that's pretty annoying, I reckon.
You've obviously off the paddock, been very conscious of preparing yourself for life after football, and you've both gone into tertiary studies. What exactly are you doing?
I do a double degree of finance and economics at Macquarie.
Oh, that sounds boring, but it's not, is it?
Oh, it's actually quite boring, yeah. Nah, it's all right. I enjoy doing it and just do it part-time. Just go in one afternoon a week and get through that. So I don't mind it.
All right, when the playing day's finished, what kind of things would that lead to?
Look, I'm not too sure. I just, when I'm going through school, I love doing economics. So that's why I kind of went and chose that path. And also good with numbers, so finance was that reason. I don't know, I just enjoyed it. I'm not too sure where it can lead, and hopefully there's opportunities for me, but I guess hopefully that's a long way away.
All right, Jake, what are you studying?
I finished a Bachelor of Management in
you've done?
yeah, sport and exercise, so I finished that. Obviously, going through school, I love sport, so going into the under-20s, you had to work or study, and that was something that worked for me. Yeah, I really enjoyed doing it, and made some really good friends doing that, so yeah, something I really enjoyed.
All right, you come off a poor season in relation to where you finished on the ladder. You're 13th on the ladder. What makes you have cause to think that this year will be better? And to the Manly fans out there, why do you think this year is going to be a much better season?
I think we just have a really good balance of players this year. Obviously, last year we couldn't really find someone to partner Cherry Evans in the halves, and I think it was 4 or 5 people throughout the year were playing in the number 6 jersey. And
you had hookers there sometimes.
Yeah, had Appy was playing there and stuff like that, and that must have been very hard on him because he's just the sole organiser in the team. So obviously Blake Green coming in is probably our best inclusion in the way that he can help Cherry Evans out and release him, and we all know how good he can be. And I think just the players were brought in and just the camaraderie amongst the group is it just got a special feel about it. So I hope we've got five home games in the first 7 rounds, and I really hope we can just start the year well and just build on that.
How are you seeing things, Jake?
Yeah, much similar. Obviously we've got some really quality players have come to the club, and it's been a real tough pre-season. So we've been working really hard, and all the boys are looking real fit and raring to go for round 1. And everyone's pretty excited and confident, and hopefully the fans can all get behind us because, as you said, the last couple of years haven't been ideal, and been involved in such a proud club. We've been in the finals pretty much forever. So we've got to try and get back there, and I think everyone's working hard to get towards there. Yeah.
Campaign starts on Sunday against Para. Now, it doesn't matter how nice you blokes are, they don't like you. Eagles and Eels just don't mix, they never have. You understand that, don't you? You realise where they're coming from.
Yeah, definitely, obviously. And they're a quality outfit. We played them a couple of times last year, and it was 2 of the most physical games we played. We understand there is a rivalry there, and it's going to be a real tough game, and it's exciting that we're playing them at Lotto Land. Round 1. It's hopefully we can get a really big crowd out there because I'm tipping it to be a really good game.
I was talking to Corey Norman, Bo Scott and the boys. You've got a target on your back too, so I hope you're ready for that.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, a couple of good players you named there, so I hope I can handle it, I guess.
Mate, the better team win. Jake, Tom, thank you very much for coming in. Really appreciate it. You are becoming the faces of our game, and that's a really positive thing for us. So we wish you the very best for the season. Maybe just not so much on Sunday when it comes around. Thanks guys.
Thanks,
Cheers, Jake. Thank you, Tommy. Cheers.
This has been a Fox League production.